My name is Caroline Bowen. I'm the Director of Membership Engagement here at the ECA. We're thrilled to have 4 general contractors here today. We have Synergy, PCL, Bird, Stuart, Olson, and Jen-Col. As always, we'll have each firm up to speak for a few minutes about their business, current and upcoming projects, how they see 2021 and beyond. After we hear from all of our firms, we will leave the main stage. You'll have an opportunity to sit at a table with each presenting firm. Our format is a little different, of course, than a Zoom. The reason that we chose this was to have some time to interact with our GCs, also to have some networking time at each table. We've allotted approximately 30 minutes to interact. I do suggest you plan your time accordingly at each table, not only to give everyone a chance to try and meet each other, but also so you have the opportunity to meet all the GCs. We will have multiple tables per firm, so hopefully you'll be able to meet someone from each company. Now, let's get started. I'd like to introduce our first presenter, Mr. Keith Golinski from Jen-Col Construction.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. So I'm with Gencall Construction. I've got with me Scott Soles, and at another table is Renee Dubois and Colin Tooth.
Good afternoon, everyone.
So starting out, thank you to the ECA, of course, for hosting this great annual event and for their dedication to continually connecting people within our industry. We work in a business where relationships are so important, and our ECA definitely recognizes that. Quickly, a little bit about Gencall for those who don't know. We are a medium-sized construction company working throughout Western Canada and the territories. We are in our 43rd year in business this year. In 2019, we moved to an employee ownership model. Like to say our people are our secret sauce. Gencall has traditionally been known as a school builder, as we've completed over 200 schools in our 43 years, but we are much more than just schools. Project types range from water treatment plants to K-12 schools, to fire halls, seniors accommodations, commercial buildings. We're experienced in all delivery methods and contract types. However, we are able to provide best value to our clients through collaborative contracts such as construction management, design build, or IPD-like environments. We thrive in collaborative environments where we can partner with like-minded teams and clients. Our people are passionate about our core purpose, which is to build a better future. This means so much to us and is why we do what we do. Past clients often become repeat clients. These are our best marketers. Traditionally, this is all we've done for marketing. In the last couple of years, we've increased that a bit, but in 40 plus years, that's how we've marketed ourselves, and we've been very successful at it. For us, building is simple. The value and experience that Gencall brings to a project sets us apart for our clients and teams that we partner with. We're excited to take some time this afternoon to get to know more about our trade partners and what keeps you up at night, what makes you tick, and what a perfect project partner looks like to you. A quick review of 2020 as we saw it. Overall, we saw 2020 as a challenging year for our industry. We were, however, very fortunate as a company that our systems, technology, and people allowed us to pivot quickly in early March last year, with probably about 80% of the office staff working from home. Our projects in the field were really only affected by the additional measures required for PPE and social distancing. We're very proud to say that we had no COVID cases on our sites and have continued this into 21. This is definitely a testament to the focus and the commitment that our trade partners have to keeping our projects running as smoothly as you can. Overall, 2020 was still a growth year for Gencall. We've hired additional superintendents, field staff, project managers, and support staff. Into 21, Gencall continues the growth in revenues that we experienced in 20 with an expected, I'm going to say probably 20-25% gain year over year. Our work areas are currently from southern Alberta to high level to several locations throughout northern BC. And again, thank you to the ECA for hosting this great event, and thank you even more to the excellent trades that we have worked with in the past and the great trades that we will work with in the future. This is a fantastic industry to be with so many awesome people. The Gencall team is looking forward to chatting with each of you. And thank you very much.
Once you all sit down together, you can start to ask more detailed questions, of course. And the whole point of this is to meet your trades. So that is exactly what we're trying to do here. Now, second presenters are Matt Baranowski and Ian McKinnon from PCL. I'd like to welcome you both. Friends of the ECA, of course. And yeah, take it away. The stage is yours, so to speak.
Thanks, Caroline. I guess I'll get going first. So my name is Matt Baranowski. I'm the manager of special projects at PCL. For those of you that don't know, special projects, basically we focus on any work under $10 million. We'll do $5,000 renovation up to a $10+ million new build. We don't dabble in the civil works. Ian will speak to that in a little bit in his section, or introduction. A little bit about me. I moved to Edmonton on April 20th of 2020. So yes, I moved during the global pandemic, came from Winnipeg. So still new essentially to the market, but I love events like this, even though it's through a screen. It's great to meet new people in the industry and our trade partners. Overall, our group in 2020 and kind of PCL overall, we obviously were impacted by COVID from a safety perspective on site. Very proud of what our teams did on site to keep everyone safe. I think we were really the ones that normalized face coverings early on and have been able to maintain that safety and diligence on our sites moving forward. From a job standpoint and new work, we were impacted on about 7 of our projects in special projects based on COVID. So we were shut down for various times. Some of the projects were just a couple of weeks. Other ones we were shut down for up to 7 months. All the jobs are now back up and running, which is great. And really, we've been able to secure work in late 2020 and set up a successful 2021, it looks like. In early 2021, what we're seeing, at least in the special projects group, and I think our chief estimator, Alan, who's at one of the tables, will attest to, is been very busy. Lots of pursuits out there. We've been fortunate enough to secure a couple of them, which is great for our group, and I can get into more details at the table with a few of the trade partners. So yeah, I wanted to thank everyone and looking forward to meeting a few of you virtually here. I'll pass it over to Ian.
Thanks, Matt. Pretty good for your first time. I was sent up there a few years ago, and it was a lot of fun. So, but that was then. This is now. Here we are in a virtual setting. So I really applaud the ECA for going ahead with this event, and I think after we've beta tested this a couple times, this is something we might use in the future, and I've suggested it to some of our partners that really want to keep the networking up. So great job to the ECA. So my name's Ian McKinnon. For any of you that don't know me, I'm the manager of civil operations, and civil at PCL is anything, I guess horizontal is probably a pretty good way to describe it. So you'll be familiar with some of the jobs we have on the go. We have LRT project down at Blatchford. That's a construction management project. We have 2 on Jasper Ave. We like to say we have the downtown surrounded. So we've got a job downtown, Jasper Avenue New Vision. And then on the west side, Jasper Avenue, Imagine Jasper. So those are some of the projects going on right now. And we just started the Dugan Bridge. We knocked the old bridge down. Unfortunately, it's a bit of history, 1952. But now we're building a 2021 version. So currently, we've got quite a few pursuits in the pipeline. We've got a lot of work happening on Yellowhead. I think everybody knows that's about $1 billion overall project, so that's exciting for us. And we've got a job up at Peace River, so we do venture everywhere and around the province in civil as well as our special projects and major projects. So we are ranging from anywhere from Jasper up to Peace River and down to Red Deer, and of course the odd time we poke into Lloydminster when our Saskatchewan cousins don't want to go there, or maybe we win the arm wrestle, depending on how you look at it. So it's going quite well. I would say I agree with Matt. Last year we did quite well considering the COVID issues. We didn't have any shutdowns of significance at our civil projects, or I believe our major projects. We did have some instances where we had someone on site that contracted COVID. Fortunately, all of our protocols really helped, and we have really tracked zero spread on any of our projects or in our office. So we're quite happy with that, and that's why I think we continue as an industry to keep working. So that's a credit really to our whole industry and our subtrade partners and everybody that's involved in our projects. And I just want to mention one interesting trend that I'm seeing, besides lots of work and the government really wanting to push infrastructure stimulus spending out. We've had some really interesting steel volatility in the last really just few months, I would say. There was a little bit of increase before Christmas time, and then shortly after, we suddenly had people not wanting to hold their price more than 5 days or 14 days. So we see that as kind of an international supply issue that's really affected everyone. So it'll be an interesting thing to see if anybody wants to talk about that at the tables, and want to hear definitely a lot more from you guys about what you're seeing for trends. So again, thanks to the ECA, and back to you, Caroline.
Oh, hello. I'm getting pinned right away, I think. Here I come. All righty. Thanks. Thank you very much to both Matt and Ian. Safety is obviously always of utmost importance, but I am quite proud of our industry for just the way we showed up last year and the safety precautions that our members took from a very, very early standpoint. So thank you for reiterating that. Thank you for continuing to do it. And it's encouraging to hear what 2021 has in store for PCL. Now, on to Synergy. Jared Sita and Rod Danko are going to be our presenters from Synergy. I'd like to welcome them both. I'd like to actually also say on a side note that Synergy is who introduced us to AirMeet. So really, we're just paying it forward to PCL. So thank you, Synergy, for telling us about AirMeet, and then you're welcome, PCL. All right, guys, see you later, and good luck with your presentation. See you in a bit.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say thanks to the ECA for all they do. It's great being part of this here today. Good afternoon. My name is Rod Danko. I'm the manager of project development and ultimately manage the estimating department, including all levels of pursuits and awards until they're turned over to operations. Synergy Projects is a 25-year-old construction company providing full service construction needs to the in general contracting, design, build, and construction management services. We use best-in-class teams and processes to deliver safe projects in the building construction domain for clients across Western Canada. Our current work program includes tenant improvement, CRU development, building revitalization, multifamily, light industrial, seniors homes, and healthcare. From here, I'm going to turn it over to Jared and look forward to connecting with everybody at the tables.
Thanks, Rod. I appreciate it. My name is Jared Sada. I'm the operations manager here at Synergy Projects, and I do really appreciate this opportunity afforded to us by the ECA to connect with people. Since COVID's happened, there's been many attempts to do it, and we were fortunate enough to try this at our Christmas party, and it worked out pretty well. So I think the format will serve us all really well in the industry to connect and spend some quality time together. I work at our office once Rod secures a project and once his team does it to actually receive that project and deliver a safe project execution across Western Canada for all of our projects. We have many project stakeholders and clients that have really trusted Synergy throughout the years, and in the past 2 or 3 years we've really grown the company a couple times over, and it's been really exciting to be a part of an organization that is trending upward, that is growing. We were able through start of COVID to have a lot of backlog and a lot of projects, and last year was a testament to our team. We didn't add to our staff like we probably wanted to because of COVID, but we maintained most of our staff. We worked on rotations, and we were able to execute almost 80 projects of all various sizes, from just those little $5,000 projects to multi-hundreds of millions. So we're able to just take the industry and allow opportunities and entrepreneurship to lead the way, and we're able to service our clients and the community in that regard. So my ultimate passion for myself is relationship building. I really enjoy promoting the strength of the construction industry amongst the partners and peers of the industry. I like to see the advancement of the industry with collaboration and improvement and continuous improvement. So I'm really looking forward to spending some time meeting and spending time with the industry partners, the trades, and just connecting on a level where we can speak to each other, support each other, and talk about the opportunities that Synergy has in the future to collaborate on future projects and future work. So we've been blessed with many projects, and we look forward to sharing those with you guys, the exciting things that are happening at Synergy and in the industry, and also sharing those challenges and then working together to I think solve and improve on those things as much as possible. So again, thanks to the ECA for the time here today. I appreciate it. And we're going to turn it back over to Caroline.
Thank you. Both Rod and Jared, great presentation, great overview for sure. I agree. There seems to be a lot of synergy projects being won. I see your signs everywhere right now. So congratulations on having a really great 2020, or at least second half of 2020, what it looked like. I'd like to present our final presenter, Mr. Chris Holtz from Bird Stuart Olson. They have the story to tell, I suppose. That will be at the table later, but it's a really neat story. You don't have to tell it right now, but I just want to congratulate you on your merger and your marriage. And I think that's fantastic. And yeah, I'd like to pass the mic over to you and everybody. Welcome, Chris.
Right on. Thanks very much, Caroline.
You're welcome.
And big thanks again, to the ECA for putting this on. I know, obviously, it's a little bit difficult, based on the current situation right now. But to echo, even what Jared was saying as well too, it's great opportunity to meet everybody, even if it is virtually. So thanks very much for putting it on. So basically, as Caroline had said, my name is Chris Holtz. I'm a senior estimator with Bird Stuart Olson. And then also with us here today at a couple of the other tables, we've got Krista Wright, who's our Director of Business Development, and Leo Magana, who's our pre-construction manager. So big welcome, from our Bird Stuart Olson team to everybody attending this event. So as Caroline had mentioned, obviously last year was a big year for both of our firms. So not only navigating the global pandemic along with everybody else, and of course the stress that puts on everybody, but also for the merger of our two great construction legacies. So basically each with over 100 years of construction experience, joining forces together. It's definitely made us, kind of increase that footprint for us, giving us that national footprint from coast to coast. And, we're very excited to see kind of what the future holds with our combined team. We feel kind of now more than ever we can utilize that national footprint to be a highly sought after construction partner for our clients, and basically, and therefore, with our subtrade partners as well. So even with the pandemic in 2020, our combined firms actually achieved very high results and expanded our overall market share. So we grew our backlog of new work to over $3 billion with a mix of commercial, institutional, and industrial projects. So we kind of got a footprint in, in a whole bunch of different things. We tackle projects from big to small, and then of course the industrial and even a civil division as well too. So definitely, basically tackle anything that's put in front of us. So in terms of the outlook for 2021, definitely looks promising in our eyes. We have a large volume of construction management proposals that are already hitting the market early this year, and considerable talk of more to come as well. So in conversations that we've also had with our consulting team partners, they've also expressed how their firms are increasingly getting busier, which of course is a good sign that that work and new projects will continue to flow through to the GCs, and then of course through to the subtrade community as well. Several of our clients have also expressed the desire to continue to grow their portfolios. We look forward to those continued opportunities through 2021 and beyond. We've got quite a few national clients that we deal with quite frequently, and we build projects for all over the country, which is good. So there's definitely a lot of talk of them growing their portfolios, which is going to be, obviously increased work for everybody. So from the subtrade perspective, Bird Stuart Olson, we continue to look for subtrade partners who share the same values as we do, who want to work with us to achieve our common goals and uphold safety and quality, of course, as high priorities as we do. So we're definitely very excited to see what the future holds for our industry and for us as we start to see the light at the end of this pandemic tunnel. It is coming. So on behalf of the Bird Stuart Olson team, we want to thank you for taking the time to attend this event. Look forward to seeing you at the tables and then, of course, in person again in the very near future. So I'll turn it back over to you, Caroline.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Chris. It is very encouraging. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for sure. And I love that we did this event because I feel like hearing from the 4 companies that we just heard from, it was just all positive and it was all encouraging, and we're going to make it and we're going to do it and we're going to do it right. So I'm very excited. That was the first thing I want to applaud you on. Second thing I want to applaud you on is, for those of you who have ever gone to the Meet the GCs in the past, I always feel like I'm running around doing one of these and giving everyone, I know this is backwards, by the way, but it gives you the 1-minute warning, because I find that some of the GCs sometimes go over and they talk and, they get into their conversations on stage. So I want to applaud all the GCs for keeping it short and sweet and perfect. The overview was exactly what we were hoping for, and now is the time that we will all sit down and actually have those conversations. For those of you who joined kind of halfway through or didn't hear the preamble at the beginning, I'm just going to reiterate. Basically what's going to happen now is we're all going to exit the presentation main stage area. We're going to end the main session. We're going to have a number of tables that you will see both the logos and people's names who are sitting at the table. So each company will have their host and their representative sitting at that table. You can click on that table, take a seat. Now, if that is a full table, what a full table means is basically any more than 8 people, you can either try and sit at a new table. We have enough people. The reason that this was sold out was because we wanted to encourage and make sure that everybody had time to meet with their GCs. But if there is a table that's full and you really came to meet with somebody from Synergy and the Synergy tables are both full, you can actually sit at a networking table as well and just wait for a few moments and have a seat and conversation with whoever is sitting at that networking table as well. We have an ECA tech table as well, so if there's any issues, you can actually click on the tech table. Johnny will be there to support you or to answer any questions that you may have. And I think that's really it for housekeeping. So again, there are a couple, there's 3 tables for 2 of our firms have 3 tables and 2 of the firms have 2 tables. So like I said, you'll see them, you'll click there. And all the best. I will be back at 4:20. So we have about 30 minutes now to network, to visit. If you have beer in your office, you can grab a beer and go have a beer and sit down with your PCs. If you do not, that's okay. You can sit down, visit, and at around 4:15, 4:20, Johnny will invite you all back to the main stage and we will say our farewells. All right. Thank you everyone very much. And I will see you at 4:15, 4:20.